Hello and welcome back to another little cozy studio vlog, this time with something a little bit different. My partner and I got married in September and we went to Japan for our honeymoon. So I wanted to share some memories and also show you some of the goodies I brought back home. But first I have to clean up the mess in my studio from our trip and our wedding party that we had at home. And also pack a wholesale order. So let's get started. Today nothing wants to work. The printer doesn't want to work. My sticker cutting machine doesn't want to work. I do not want to work. No, that's not true. I would like to work, but yeah, sometimes there are days when all my machines somehow simultaneously decide they have a problem. Just wanted to say, but hey, there's sun, but no, the sun went away. No, almost. But yay, there's sun. For both of us, it was not the first time in Japan. It was my third and my partner's second time, so we could skip a lot of the very touristy stuff because we had already seen it and just could explore the cities and look for good vegan food. We started our trip in Tokyo, but only stayed there for 3 nights, and then slowly traveled down to the south to Kagoshima, because near Kagoshima my dad lives with his Japanese wife. So we spent 2 weeks with several stops traveling down to Kagoshima and then stayed 2 weeks in my father's house. When we were in Tokyo, there was an art night weekend in the district where we were staying. And it was really nice because we could see lots of little different installations. Since I was not really planning to do a video of my Japan journey, I do not have a lot of video content, so a lot of these are just random videos I took, but I think they might be interesting anyway. After Tokyo, we went to Yokohama and visited Chinatown there, which was really great because there were a lot of vegan options. Not pictured here though. In a park in Yokohama, we also saw traditional archery training, which was really cool and impressive. And a cat drinking out of a swimming pool. And speaking of cats, we actually saw a lot of cats everywhere we went, and it was a bit of a sign for us because we wanted to adopt 2 cats when we got back home. Our next stop after Yokohama was Shizuoka. We traveled everywhere by train because we had the Japanese railway pass, which is very useful for tourists and for us because we traveled for over 2 weeks, and such a long distance it was really worth it, even though it has got more expensive over the past years. In Shizuoka we visited the Sumpu Castle Park and were lucky enough to catch it in the most beautiful evening light. We originally wanted to take a train ride from Shizuoka along a river to see several scenic spots and a suspension bridge with a view of the beautiful nature, but unfortunately the train route was under construction at the time we were there, so we just explored the city itself and visited some shrines. And now I have to quickly refill the ink tanks of my printer. Next stop, Kyoto. We have been to Kyoto before in 2019. It always has been very touristic, of course, but it still has gotten so much more crowded. But we immensely enjoyed the vegan food scene in Kyoto, which probably thrives because of the tourism, I have to admit. And after Kyoto, we went to Osaka for the first time. We heard so much about it and we are quite excited. But to be honest, it was too much for us. Again, there was so much great food here and it was interesting to see Osaka because it is so different to other Japanese cities in some parts. But we still prefer Kyoto or Tokyo when it comes to larger cities. And then we were on our way again, this time to Okayama, where we stayed to take a day trip to Naoshima, an island full of art and architectural museums. This was definitely one of our highlights of the whole trip, since we loved the combination of art and nature on the island. You can go from one museum to the next by bus or rent a bike, but we decided to walk, which was very manageable and we could see so much more of the island this way. Our last stop before visiting my dad's was Beppu, already on Kyushu. Here we went to a natural zoological garden where monkeys can come down from the mountain to get food. But at the time they had enough food in the mountains to feed themselves and they did not come down to the park. So we just sat here for a while listening to a man doing these noises over a speaker to call for the monkeys. Arriving at my dad's, we enjoyed the calmness at their house on the countryside near Kagoshima. We read a lot, went to the onsen and visited a Christmas party. Yes, in October. Don't ask. On the evening we arrived, we got this gorgeous sunset welcoming us. And this little crab said hi as well. As our wedding gift from my dad, we went to an amazing onsen hotel in Kirishima for 2 nights. This was the view from our room. I couldn't believe it was real the whole time we stayed there. We even got a vegan menu especially prepared for us. And in Kirishima we took a walking route to some waterfalls and visited the Shinto shrine, which I think was my favorite one so far. Back in our hotel we got to see a dance and drumming performance. We also went to a soccer game, which was actually really fun to watch because of the setup and the excited fans. We spent our last couple of days in Kagoshima and invested our last coins into the vending machines and in a photo booth, and then caught our flight back home. Aside from all these memories we made, we brought back a lot of goodies for others and for ourselves. And I also always keep some knickknacks like paper goods I like the design of as inspiration. I got these super cute embroidery patches in a museum store. I also got another set from which I gifted a patch and ironed on some on t-shirts. Out of a vending machine I got this little charm of a Japanese sweet. It's called dango and it's like mochi, but on a stick and here covered in a sweet sauce. And I absolutely love that this charm is actually squishy like real dango. I absolutely love the colors and the layout of this riso printed flyer from a shop called Think of Things in Tokyo. Same for this riso printed postcard. Also loved these cat sketches and these 2 sushi designs made of layered paper. I also kept some business cards I liked of places we went to. And these cute and colorful envelopes are love horoscopes from a shrine. The contents are a bit questionable, but the paper and the dolls inside were so cute. This was gifted to us by the priest of the Shinto shrine in the village where my father and his wife live and where they got married. It is for good luck and had to do with the holiday and the time we visited. These prints are called goshuin and you can collect them at each temple you're visiting. In Osaka we found the cutest store specialized in cat-themed paper goods. How cool is it that there are several different designs in it? Continuing with cats, I got this adorable handmade pin in Kyoto. This is a little black cat made of paper maché. It reminds me of the cat in the anime Kiki's Delivery Service. And it kinda is a little foreshadowing, as you will see later on. I got 3 of these cute plates and gifted one to a friend. At the same store I also found this bowl, and as you can see it perfectly matches my color scheme. For our wedding party I bought a Polaroid camera and we took it and the remaining photo paper with us on our trip, and I love the memories we captured with it. Analog photography just captures moments differently. It's a little bit like magic. Back home we decided we wanted to take a breather after the eventful year and wait for next year to adopt cats. But then these two somehow ended up moving in anyway. And it has been such a special journey to get to know them and earn their trust. The black cat is called Gigi, after the cat in Kiki's delivery service. And the tabby cat is his sister, and we named her Rumi after K-pop demon hunters because of her patterns. Welcome home!